What's up, my crypto legends? The Bitcoin price today hasn't changed just too much. I want to take a look at the bearish case scenario and also the bullish one. I want to take a look at the VPVR. I'm going to show you the major resistance and support levels. Again, guys, very important. We're going to take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. As I mentioned, okay, we are going to see probably some sideways and a little bit to the upside action. And even though some altcoins look very, very bullish, such as XRP, we need to stay very, very cautious. Now, XRP is in a buying zone right now, in my opinion, because we're bouncing at this major support around about the $1.05. But if the Bitcoin dominance goes up and the BTC price also has a massive drop in the next coming days, it is going to be looking very bad for some altcoins. So stay very, very cautious. I'm going to tell you what would be the plan for XRP in this case. So make sure to stay tuned in this episode. Hello there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Let's get straight into the meat and potatoes. I'm not a financial advisor, so I don't buy or sell anything that I say. Now, zooming in here on the BTC price on the 4 hourly, okay, I want to show you these massive bearish divergence, something very similar, okay. I know I see a lot of people that are extremely bullish, calling already for all-time highs, breaking, hitting $70,000 in the next few days. Guys, we need to calm down here because we need to take a look at the chart and see what has happened before in the past, when we have this kind of price action. And in late July, okay, we need to look at the probabilities, and the probabilities are higher, maybe around about that $58,000-$59,000 is where we're going to have that major correction if we do not have it right now, guys. All right, so taking a look at late July, like I mentioned yesterday, higher highs on the price action, lower highs on the RSI, and then we did have that 10-12% correction, hitting the 38% level from the Fibonacci retracement from the low, okay, here of July to the high in August, which was around about the $52,000. So we can clearly see that the price action is very, very similar, and also the RSI. If we start pumping from here and hitting that 58, maybe $59,000, are we going to have enough steam here to break the high that we created, okay, on the 6th of October, hitting that $55,000 range? Now, it is very, very likely that that correction will be coming very, very soon. Am I expecting a 10-12% correction? Well, the correction that I'm expecting, if we take here the low part, all right, from late September and to the high, it is possible that we are going to hit round about that 38% level, okay? So as soon as we're getting below $54,000, it would be good to start adding to some long positions. In my opinion, that is what I am going to do, or depending how the fall is going to be. If it's going to be pretty aggressive, we could expect a dead cat bounce and maybe continue slightly to the downside, okay? But if we start going slowly down, then it's going to be a very, very good opportunity to start buying in. If we suddenly have a massive drop, be careful, because this price action usually has a dead cat bounce, and it would be an ABC correction and going slightly below the drop before we recover, maybe hitting that 62% Fibonacci retracement. So I'm going to tell you why I'm expecting in between $50,000 and $54,000 just in a minute, okay, just with the VPVR, okay. Let's go to the VPVR because I want to zoom out here and just show you with the VPVR, okay, we're taking a look at the mountains here where the most volume is, and I'm just going to get a horizontal line so you can check out the most important levels. All right, let's get a horizontal line and get here the very end of the mountain, okay, where it suddenly collapses is where currently the price action is. That is round about the 58.5k levels, okay. If I just get horizontal line, this is, you can see where it ends and where we have a massive drop, okay, going to that $61,000 where there's hardly any volume at all. Now let's go to the low part here. It is round about the $54,000. This is the very end of also the cliff, and this is where you would have enough massive fall, as you can see. So if we do drop below 54, it is likely that the next stop is going to be round about that $50,000, okay, where we start to have some pretty high volume and a nice spike. Now the highest volume here on the VPVR is at the $47,000, and this would be my ultimate low area, okay, where the price could drop to that range, and I'm going to be extremely bullish. I don't think there's going to be enough power for the bears to break that level. Now this would be the most bearish case scenario which I don't think would happen, okay, because that would also be hitting the 62% level from the Fibonacci retracement, which is very, very possible. It is still going to be looking very bullish. Even though we hit $47,000, I'll be extremely bullish if we drop to those levels, okay? If we take the low to the high, it is exactly the 62% Fibonacci retracement, as you can see here on the chart, okay? If I zoom in, where the most volume is on the VPVR on this peak. So it does make sense. It will be still very, very bullish to continue to the upside if we come all the way down to those levels. I don't think we're going to go to down to those levels. As I mentioned, we take a look at the Fibonacci retracement. I am looking for that 38% range, okay? Now, slightly higher or slightly below, it doesn't matter. I'll start to add to my position as soon as we hit the 23% retracement. And why is this? This is because we have a huge amount of volume here. This is where the cliff ends, and we could possibly get a bounce from that range. Now, obviously, my stop loss will be very far away. I'm not going to use too much leverage. If we drop again below this level, then the next stop would be around about that $51,000. And you know, as you can see here with these pink horizontal lines that I put here with the volume profile, if I just zoom in, and I'm going to show you here, it is exactly here. Can you see we hit the $60,000 range, okay, just below $60,000. This is where we have this horizontal line, so it is a major resistance. And I'm going to show you also the supports here where I put this horizontal pink line with the VPVR. You know, we have a clear one right over there. This is at the $47,000, really nice bounce there. Also here at the $51,000. So it does connect with the VPVR where the price action has stopped. So that is very, very important. This is either going to be major buying zones, in my opinion, if we do retrace to those levels, as you can see here on the chart. Guys, if you're an experienced trader, Bybit right now has changed their bonus to up to $1,645, all depending on what you're going to deposit, okay? Make sure to check out the link in the description. You can get up to $1,645. Any questions, let me know in the comment section. Now let's take a quick look at the Bitcoin dominance, guys, because if BTC does drop, okay, and the Bitcoin dominance still goes sideways and slightly to the upside, maybe hitting that 50% or even 55% in the next coming weeks, when altcoins are going to get absolutely crushed, guys. I have seen this before. If Bitcoin dominance goes up and BTC goes down, then altcoins get absolutely slaughtered, okay? This means if BTC drops 10%, altcoins will be dropping 20, 25, even 30% easily. So stay very, very cautious. Even though altcoins look bullish, make sure to defend your stop if you're trading any of them. Make sure to have tight stop losses, okay? Don't lose more than you're willing to lose. Have a little bit of risk management, because there are going to be some really good trades as soon as we have that drop, okay, guys? If we see that aggressive drop, everybody talking bearish, this is it, then this is the moment where we're going to turn very, very bullish, okay, guys? I'm looking for something very similar to what happened, okay, in between September, October, and November from 2017, where we did have that massive drop in July, something very similar that happened in May and also part of June, as you can see, before we started going sideways. Now, the timing is very, very similar. So this timing ended, you know, the Bitcoin dominance ended in December when it was going to the upside, okay? So we still could have a month or 2 months, you know, going from November to December, where the Bitcoin dominance is going to go slightly sideways and maybe a little bit to the upside. And I think we are going to create a kind of a bull flag, a bear flag, sorry, like I mentioned on yesterday's video, something very similar to what we created here with a little bit of volatility. And then eventually, you know, if this was the leg down from the breakout, you know, we could see a massive drop again here on the Bitcoin dominance. You know, if we take this as the pole, and from the breakout next, I am expecting to go to 30% or even below 30% levels. And this might be at the end or first quarter of 2022. This is, I think, what is going to happen in the next coming months, guys. So stay very cautious if you are in any trade. Yesterday, we were talking about the bullish case scenario of XRP, guys. But if you are going to trade this, you want to have really good risk management, okay? Don't risk too much, because the XRP is right now in a buying zone. You know, we talked about this being an inverse head and shoulder right over there. We are currently testing the neckline right now. We have the left shoulder the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder right over here with this neckline with these lower highs, and we are currently testing that major buy zone where we should be getting a massive bounce and XRP potentially hitting, you know, the $1.25, $1.30, which would be our major target here at the top of the wedge. It is also the target from this inverse head and shoulder. If we get the head to the neckline, and from the breakout, that would be our target, approximately around about that $1.30. Now I want to talk, you know, but your stop loss would be below this right shoulder, okay? That would be a reasonable stop loss. You're not risking too much. It's just below the $1, so it's about 10 cents away. Okay, I would put it around about that 98-cent level. If it comes down to the stop loss, then that's fine. Don't have a massive stop loss at 70 cents because, you know, there could be there could be a scenario here on altcoins where you have a massive drop if the Bitcoin dominance goes up and BTC goes down. Make sure to defend your level, your position. Now I want to zoom out on the bit on XRP because there is a massive bullish case scenario for XRP, but we could see major drops, all right, in the next coming weeks. Now as you can see right over here, even though we do reach that $1.30 target, we could have a major drop. Now if we start breaking here from this lower high structure, then that is going to be looking very bullish. I'm going to show you the target straight away, but as you can see, you know, there's a huge symmetrical triangle coming from an uptrend which is bullish, and we still could come back down and retest the support from these higher lows on the macro, on the daily chart, which is round about the 75 cents, okay, 75, 76 cents approximately here if we do retest it in the next couple of weeks. Now if I zoom out, I just want to zoom out here on the 4 hourly because I want to show you a scenario that happened, all right, in 2017, just before we had that massive run up in December for XRP. Let me just zoom in right over here, and there could be a possibility. As you can see, there is a macro symmetrical triangle here on XRP. This happened from May all the way till November, December, where we were in this kind of symmetrical triangle. Now we did create kind of descending wedges here. We were breaking, reaching the target. Now this is very similar to what is happening on XRP because we are seeing a massive symmetrical triangle. Now this may be not going to break the symmetrical triangle that we have right now on XRP till November or even December, guys. So we could be going sideways slightly to the upside, to the downside, retesting support and resistance. But as you can see, if you are coming from an uptrend and you get into a symmetrical triangle, you know, it is more bullish than bearish, and then you have a massive breakout when you get at the very end of the apex. Okay, this happened in the beginning of December where we saw XRP going from 25 cents all the way up above the $3 range. Okay, and this could happen if the cycle is going to continue as expected, maybe till first quarter or Q1 or Q2 of 2022. You know, the apex here ends at late November, so XRP could drop, could go up, go sideways, something very similar to what happened in 2017, and then in late November start to blast off from here and could have, you know, multi-month uptrend. The measured move from this, okay, the technical measured move from this symmetrical triangle is getting the back of the symmetrical triangle, and from the breakout, if we were to break out in late November, we should go all the way up to around about the $2.50 here for XRP, and I do believe so that will be going pretty parabolic, maybe hitting that $10 major target for XRP. Okay, this is only speculation, but as you can see, this is what could happen. Okay, we are in this massive symmetrical triangle, so we could see some bearishness if we see the BTC dominance, okay, go up and the BTC price go down. Expect a little bit of volatility to the downside, and we might have another great opportunity to start buying XRP or some other altcoins and place some nice swing trades to the upside. Okay guys, this is what I got for today's episode. Make sure to check out the Bitcoinsensus website. Make sure to smash up the like button. We got the latest news and technical analysis here on the website. We've got it down below in the description. And if you haven't checked out my Bybit or PrimeXBT tutorial to learn how to trade on those platforms, video on the screen. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next one.